What's going on, guys, and welcome back to some more Earthbound, and this is the grand finale of it all, and it's gonna be a long one also. In the last part, we basically got out of Ness's nightmare in Magic Hand, and we made it back to Saturn Valley, where basically we can now basically go with the phase disorder and try to see if we can confront Gygas. Now, I gotta make sure I get something right down right off the bat. We're gonna give the Night Pendant to, I have to get rid of something. Let's see, we don't need the bomb, the Viper anymore. I'm actually gonna call Escargot Express quickly, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get something, off screen. Now, I'm gonna give you a fair warning. This is a place we can save. Now, if you want to be able to explore other parts of the game again, make sure to save here and not later on in the game. I'll go into more of this later, but yeah, so we're gonna call Escargot Express and we're trying to see if we can get rid of some items because we're gonna need to clear some inventory space, let's just say. So let's see if we can get the Escargot guy. Come on. Come on, Escargot Express, where the hell are you? I hate waiting for them to appear, let's just say, but come on, there we go. All right, we just need to clear some stuff out of Paula's inventory, so we're not gonna need, I'm gonna keep the Franklin badge, so we don't need the backstage pass anymore. We don't need the, I will admit I don't really use this much, but we don't need the Eraser anymore, and we don't need, and a GF Centauria. Let's see if we can get rid of that of Jeff's. We don't need the pack of bubble gum anymore, so yeah, that's about really it, because I can get rid of the Tailsman ribbon out of Paula's inventory, so yeah, so I just wanted to clear some inventory space. So what we're gonna do now is get rid of the Tailsman ribbons. So yeah, so because I want to go stock up on some stuff, and I also completely forgot to give we're gonna give Paula, I forgot to give her the Night Pendant. So yeah, we're gonna give Paula the Night Pendant, and make sure Paula has some kind of protection against flash attacks. I will go more into this later, but let's just say there's gonna be parts later in the game where they know flash beta. So yeah, that's why you're gonna wanna, and I'll actually get rid of the flame pendant because we don't really need it anymore. But now I actually want to take a quick trip to the store in Saturn Valley because of Exhibit B. Now, if you say you didn't get the Night Pendant from earlier in the game, you can technically buy it here. So yeah, we have flash protection for Jeff, so we don't really need so yeah, so we have unfortunately Pooh's gonna be left out with no flash protection, but however, I'm gonna suggest one thing. Buy as many Horn of Lives as possible. Because let's just say when you get to the last section of the game, we're not really at the last section of the game yet, but once you get to the last section of the game, you could end up stuck there, and if you don't have enough items, you might be soft locked if you're unequipped. But just buy a bunch of Horn of Lives. We're gonna fill Ness's entire inventory with this. I'll actually keep one clear of but yeah, one more for Ness, and we'll put some in Paula's inventory because she's gonna have protection against like flash attacks. We already have a bunch of Horn of Lives in Pooh's inventory, so yeah, make sure to get as many of these as possible. So so yeah, Paula, let's buy one more. Let's buy one more for Paula. So yeah, so you carry this. I'm gonna make sure to get more multi-bottle rockets for Jeff. So yeah, so now, what we have to do now is talk to Dr. Ananuts. Dr. Ananuts has the phase disorder ready, and along with Apple Kid. But if we talk to him, yeah, the Mr. Sounds are incredible folk, and the Apple Kid is a most exceptional young man, very different from the other kids. Well, anyway, the prototype phase disorder has been stolen. Someone resembling a pig wearing clothes took Mr. Saturn captive and stole the device. So if we try going in, it's malfunctioned. So yeah, it doesn't work. One thing is missing, but that one material can normally connect from an Earth. The meteor material comes from a meteor. So yeah, we have to go all the way back. We have to go all the way back to Onett. And yeah, we have to go back to Onett like Dr. Ananuts is saying. So yeah, but before we go to Onett, however, I forgot NES also knows Flash Teleport Beta, but I'm just gonna make a quick trip to Deep Darkness and get some more multi-bottle rockets, because we might need every single last one of these. I strongly, and I mean strongly, recommend stocking up on items before you go to this last part of the game. We're at the second. Oh, a mole plane rough. Hello. How many XP are we gonna get out of you? Probably not a lot. Yeah, 114 XP. Imagine if that got us a level up at this point in the game. Now, why are you doing it in the swamp? I wanted some multi-bottle rockets. So yeah, we're gonna fill Jeff's entire inventory with this. So because I don't think there's really any more armor we can really get Jeff. So yeah, one more multi-bottle rocket, and now we're gonna go back to Onett. So we just have to teleport back, and why? How? I don't normally fail that, but all right, let's just try this again. Go back to Onett. And Onett looks different. So yeah, it's pretty much looks pretty much similar to the did at the beginning of the game. So I'm just gonna make a quick heal to see if Jeff. Oh, we can't go in the hotel. Never mind. So there technically is a place we can heal. We can still heal at our own house, but however, the enemies are gonna be drastically different this part of the game also. So and we just gotta find them. I'm having trouble finding my way around Onett of all places, and now Onett is pretty different now. So I just have to get a list ready. So because there's gonna be new enemies, let's just say, and they're a bit of a pain, let's just say, and I do not want to get back attacked. So anyway, 3 of them. Anyway, now these are the Ghosts of Starman, and these things know PSI Starstorm. So, and these are the Evil Eyes, which can immobilize you, and this is the Mechanical Octopus with Seal Items. However, they have a 1 in 20 chance of dropping the Metadite, and also the Ghost of Starman has a 1 in 20 chance of dropping the Goddess Ribbon. So I'm gonna take out the Evil Eye first because I don't want to get like immobilized. And Pooh, why don't you use like Freeze Omega on them? But maybe they can solidify. But I'm a little worried that Paul's not going first. So all right, I wanted to put that shield up because this will protect us against Starstorm. So yeah. So yeah, these Ghost of Starman, they're gonna go straight for the Starstorm also. So if you're a little under leveled, you can get your ass kicked by these things. But let's kill the Ghost of Starman next. But also be a little careful with the mechanical obstacle bot, because the Evil Eye also has a 1 in 16 chance of dropping the Metadite, meaning you might think you get the 1 in 20 item, but you really don't. So if you want to really ensure you got that item, you have to fight these things on their own. So oh yeah, that's Flash Beta or Flash Alpha. I think it's Flash Beta at this point in the game. But Paul's now level 69. Got went by 1. Max speed by 1. Pooh's now level 64. Baby offense went by 5. Oh baby, defense went by 5. Speed went by 2. Got went by 1. Vitality went by 1. IQ went by 1. Luck went by 1. Max speed went by 10. And we didn't get the item. But I don't think we really need any more 120 items. However, we can now heal at our own house. We can go back to our own house and heal. Oh, Ness, you finally showed up. There are plenty of creepy monsters running around right now. Townspeople are barricaded in their homes, afraid to go out. It's fine. I'm fine, but a little bit scared. If they were okay, we're just sick. You hungry? You want some cake? So yeah. Unfortunately, this doesn't act like a hotel, so it doesn't look like we can fix. I want to see if we can fix the broken harmonica. I don't exactly remember what it does, but we should be at the level where we can fix it. So now I think that's actually all the enemies we've seen. So hey! Well, good thing we know, heal. Hold on. Good thing we know healing, this guarantees it heals Ness. So, there we go. Because also if you're immobilized also, Ness doesn't get the XP for it. So just be a little careful with that. So, these enemies are a ginormous pain in the ass, but, no item, not even a 160 drop. You have to fight those mechanical robots on their own to ensure you get that 128 item. So, no, we're pretty over leveled for this part of the game, let's just say. Ness is now level 80. Oh baby, offense went by 3, defense went by 2. Oh baby, got went by 3, vitality went by 2, IQ went by 2, luck went by 2. Sweet, max went by 30. That rocks max PP went by 20. Jeff's now level 67. Defense went by 1, SP went by 1, IQ went by 1, max PP went by 1. So yeah, Ness is going to be our main healer for the rest of the game. Only Paula really needs to get healed. So yeah, but Ness is because we got that massive upgrade from fighting Ness's nightmare. Ness is gonna be our main healer for the remainder of this game, like even more so than Pooh. Pooh's now level 65, max HP by 1, max HP by 2. So yeah, I just cut out another bout with the mechanical Octobot. So use life up 8 on Jeff. We have like over 500 PP. So Ness, as long as Ness has protection, see, look, Ness, Paula, and Jeff have protection. The only unfortunate thing is that Pooh cannot get protection against flash attacks. So, but he's not really gonna matter more. What matters most is if both Ness and Paula have protection. But it's nice Jeff does as well. But Sunshine, you can reach. You want to try to get it? Yes. And Ness got the meteorite piece. So we just gotta have enough room so we can. Oh shit! Yeah. We just gotta have enough room so we can teleport back to Saturn Valley. So come on. There we go. There we go. We're out of that area. So yeah. So make sure to heal. Make sure to heal first. Doesn't look like Jeff can fix the broken harmonica, unfortunately, but like I said, if you want to stay on the Earth, the normal world, make sure to save right now, actually, because once we give and again, make sure to have all these items you're gonna need. So again, go to Dr. Annuts. Only had a piece of meteorite. So yeah, we have to give him the meteorite piece, and oh yes, that's fantastic. Well, I've only seen this incredibly rare element before. It's very intriguing. All right, I'll leave everything else and get some rest. This is what's most fascinating. So yeah, yes. So yeah. Oh, this is when the game is not continue. I guess I'll heal, even though we're not gonna fix the broken harmonica. I guess you have to be a lot later of a level, but yes, this would probably be our final stats going into the Cave of the Past. And there's only one remaining enemy that drops a 128 on, but we find it in the Cave of the Past. So finally, it's complete. The Phase Disorder version 2 has equipped 2 new features. First, it can report your biological functions. Second, it can save your progress. Don't be afraid to get in, right? There's just one thing though. You might not be able to return, so make sure you're optimally outfitted. You ready to go? Yes. Even not 100% completely ready, as bare as possible. It won't be for the best. Without careful preparation, you'll be in big trouble. I just want to make sure you're ready. Let me know when your preparations are complete. So this is basically your warning, basically, to go get all the items and like heal and like everything you need. So I would strongly suggest having multi-bottle rockets and having protection against flash attacks. These are the main things, and Horn of Life. Those are the main things I strongly suggest. Because once you go in that phase disorder, you cannot go back. So if basically you're unequipped or you don't have you run out of Horn's Life, you could be soft locked, basically. So greetings. So you're finally here. Excellent. You're truly excellent. There's only one little time left with your last power. I must go now. And Pooh learned the best act of the game, the Starstorm. I don't know what that letter in the Greek alphabet is, but kidnapped. I was doing kidnapped. Bad guy. Bad guy comes zoom. Where's to the past? Ding dang. Now we just have to go here. We have to go here. Oh yeah, we do have to go there. The phase disorder has been completed. We can only finish it quickly because Mr. Silent's incredible scientific skill. Gygus is attacking from our exact location, but he's attacking for many years in the past. We have to go in. Actually, wait. You must warp to the past and fight, but... Actually, this is very hard for me to tell you, but... In order to defeat Gygas, who was attacked from the past, you must warp to the past. This can be done with the way of the Phase Aura 3. However, the machine cannot warp living things, I mean life forms. Life is demolished in the process of warping. The only way to accomplish the time travel is to transfer your brain program to a robot and send the robot to the past. The transfer means that your spirit will go to the robot while your body is left behind. I cannot promise that your spirit will come back after the battle in the past. Yet you must understand that for you four are the chosen ones. You still wish to get, yeah, so you basically, we're basically robots, basically, for the remainder of this game. Ness, Paula, Pooh, Jeff, my son. There's no turning back now. Ness, activate Phase Aura 3 by your own hand, thereby following your own destiny. Will you do so? Yes. Only a few people know your amazing courage, but the number of people he saved through that bravery is immense. I feel very fortunate to be present at the beginning of this monumental undertaking. And we're now in the past. The phases sort of acts like a place to save the game. If you don't want to risk being soft locked, or you want to make sure you get all the items, don't save here, because if you run out of items, and especially if you're unequipped, you could be soft locked. So just a fair warning. This acts as a healing machine. So basically, there's some repeat enemies we've already fought, but some new ones as well. So this is the ultimate Octobot. Unlike the other Octobots, these don't actually, let me just check my list really quick. Yeah, they do not drop a 128 items. So just be a little careful. A lot of these enemies will know Flash Beta, so this is ultimately why I strongly suggested having protection against flash attacks. So the most important one being Ness and Paula. Maybe Jeff also, but the most important is if Ness and Paula have protection against flash attacks. So now these enemies, actually this is a nuclear reactor robot. These will explode, so make sure to take these out last. So we're gonna get a final batch of level ups. Now we should be able to find, I want to actually oh yeah, Soul Spice here. We weren't gonna use that anyway, as long as it wasn't a Horn of Life. But yeah, much like the other ones, they steal items. But so yeah, these enemies are stronger variants from the ones we saw in the Stonehenge base. So we just gotta come on. There we go. There we go. They're not even doing mortal damage to us. So shows you how over leveled we are. Paul's now level 70, offense went by 1, max HP went by 3, max PP went by 2. So yeah, we're definitely pretty over leveled. And not only that. Oh, this is the Squatter Demon. I don't really encounter these enemies much, but they're essentially stronger versions of the 10 enemy we fought much earlier in the game. So I think they can poison also. I'm pretty sure they know like a poison attack, but yeah, they can poison. So yeah, oh yeah, so yeah, we're just gonna use a healing attack, and pretty much we're pretty much gonna use like healing Ness, like I've said many times, Ness will be our healer for the remainder of this game, basically. So make sure also, I also should cautiously advise one thing. Make sure when you're fighting these enemies to conserve as much PP as possible. So, and these are new enemies also. These are Wild Woolly Chambers. They know freeze attacks, so be a little careful. But again, make sure to conserve. Only use PP really if you're healing with Ness, and that's it. So just be very cautious, because the worst thing could happen if you run out of PP during the final boss, and trust me, that has happened to me before. So just be a little cautious. And this last area can be pretty tough if you come unprepared. So that's why I just strongly recommend getting all those items back in back in the normal world. So yes, Jeffson level 68, offense went by 2, defense went by 2, guts went by 2, vitality went by 2, IQ went by 2, luck went up by 1. Sweet, max HP by 25. So yeah, we're definitely gonna why don't we use a healing attack? So yeah, this will heal everyone. So yeah, make sure to do it only when everyone needs to be healed. Make sure to do that move only when everyone needs to be healed. Oh shit, oh shit. I forgot to put up a shield, and this is gonna have fatal consequences. So yeah, that's the bad thing about these Ghosts of Starman, because they can instantly heal your part. No. Okay, thank God I got saved right there. No, that's not what you're supposed to do. All right, I don't think they're gonna use Starstorm twice. Come on, there we go. These things are so nerve-wracking. All right, that wasn't. Well, Pooh died, so looks like we have to throw out the Horn of Life. So do that to Pooh. So that could have been a lot worse, because I forgot to put up the shield. So yeah. So yeah. Come on, kill the damn thing. Kill the damn thing. There we go. I don't care it's doing mortal damage. It's just not going to kill us. This is why you take out these enemies last. I've been trying to say it the whole playthrough. But we didn't even get a level up out of that. But we have to, Ness, why don't you only heal? You only really need to heal yourself. I think there's an item there's a weapon I want to get. So just... Ness is now level 81. Offense went up by 1. Max HP went by 2. Max PP went up by 2. We just have to. I think we've seen all but a couple of the enemies. The other enemies you see. Hey, I got a PSI caramel. That wasn't a 1 in 29. Pooh's level 66. Offense went by 2. Defense went by 1. Max PP went by 2. Max PP went by 1. That's actually a pretty nice tool. I could maybe use it on Ness, but yeah, Ness, use that PSI caramel on yourself. However, this is the legendary bat. This is what I want to make sure to get. Now, this raises Ness's offense from 266 to 255. So make sure to grab that, actually. This time I remembered to put up the shield. Now, this acts as this is the second half of, I just got to look up the suggested area. We're on starman.net where we look for the last enemy, because I want to show that damn enemy. So yeah, all right, now that I got that out of my system, so there's essentially 2 new enemies in this new area. So this first enemy, I want to make sure this is right. Oh yeah, this is the Bionic Kraken. So yeah, so this is the strongest variant of the Krakens, and keep in mind they know Flash also. So just however, they have a 1 in 20 chance of dropping the Gutsy Bat. So I'm gonna put up a shield because I think they know a lot of PSI attacks. So did I seriously use the wrong move? Yeah. But that acts like the neutralizer, so I seriously used the wrong attack. Oh yeah, so yeah. That wasn't too bad. Paul's now level 71, offense went up by 1, speed went by 1, vitality 1, IQ went by luck 1, max speed by 6. That rocks max speed by 8. No legendary bat. I don't really want that though. We just got another really good item. So anyway, so this is the final Starman. They're gonna have shields, and also they know the same Starstorm that Pooh knows. So we're damn well gonna put up one of these shields so we don't friggin' die. So Well, thank God it was defeated. So yeah. That means we're over leveled, so we have an advantage. I guess that's the advantage of taking over an hour and a half to find the Sword of Kings. So yeah, and that's really the final of the new enemies we have yet to see. We've seen in this game. We've seen essentially all the enemies we can really encounter. So except for the final boss. So we're actually very close to the final boss also. So yeah, the Ghost of Starman was defeated. I think we should get a level up out of this also. And Jeff's level 69. Offense went up by 1. Speed went up by 1. Max speed up by 1. So yeah. So yeah, I think I didn't get back attacked right there. So yeah, make sure to put up the shield when you find the... I'm seriously going the wrong way. I love that I just took a massive detour. I just skipped a level up for whatever reason, but Pooh leveled up. So I want to make sure I'm going the right way also. So some reason my instincts are telling me I'm going the wrong way, but yeah, am I going the right way? No, I'm going the wrong way. So, yay, I'm an idiot. I swear to God, I should tell the story also. When I first played this game on this channel, I was being an absolute shithead. Like the finale of this video. Yeah, now we gotta do this proper. Don't get back attacked. Ness is now level 82. Offense went up by 2, speed went up by 1. Max speed went up by 2, max speed went up by 1. Paul's level is 72. Oh, baby, offense went up by 3. Defense went up by 2. Speed went up by 1. Oh, baby, got went up by 3. IQ went up by 1. Max speed went up by 2. Max speed went up by 5. And let's actually do this proper. We're doing it right the whole time. I just was overthinking this, but and my entire team is gonna get wiped out because I'm not using the shield fast enough. That is some serious horse shit right there. I don't. This is gonna like... I think this is gonna wipe out my whole party. All right. Let's... I have auto fight on, but all right, let's start using our Horn of Life. So I'm not trying to run away. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Use the Horn of Life on use it on Jeff. And use it on Pooh. And let's heal. Make sure everyone's healed. That was a bad fight. I could not have done that fight, let's just say, because I really don't want to run out of I need that butterfly. I need that butterfly. Yeah, still level 70. Offense went up by 1. Max speed up by 1. So yeah, come on. Get the butterfly. Get the butterfly. Get the butterfly. We're at the boss at least. So I'd like to address a popular fan theory that has been debunked by this game's creator, Shikarasu Toei. So common fan theory, it was a common fan theory that this was basically where Gygas was born. I guess you can put 2 and 2 together what they mean. Shigesato Toei has said, however, this was bogus because the actual story was he was in a cinema when he was a kid and walked into the wrong movie by accident, and it traumatized him so much that basically he decided to include it in this game. So that's the actual story of the inspiration of Gygas anyway. So now this is the final boss. We've come a long way, but it's still not an easy fight though. So I'll try to see if I can walk you through this. Yes, are you surprised? It's me, Pokey. I said something strong and able. That's Pokey. You guys look pathetic. The Apple Enlightenment has already made a prediction, but I don't know if the Apple to take place. You guys will be beaten by Gygas. Gygas will be stronger, more powerful lightning than any other. Why? Because of me. I was led by Gygas, now I'm here. The Apple of Enlightenment couldn't predict this. Master Gygas, no. Gygas is no longer the weirdo of evil. He is the embodiment of evil itself, which he cannot control his own. He's the evil power. So, well, this is Gygas. So, there's Gygus in the Heavenly Republic. Gygus, however, you can't attack him. He has every kind of shield possible. I mean, a physical attack, a PSI attack. Even if you have a shield, it will still hit you. So, your best bet is you want to use paralysis on the heavily armored Pokey because it has a shot at working. If that doesn't work, however, you can use freeze on him to you can use freeze on him to try to see if you can freeze him. And this is why I suggested buying multi-ball rockets, because we can spam them on the heavily armored Pokeys. So let's just use one of these. So and also it knows rock, and I completely forgot about that, so which means I'm gonna have to put up a shield. So yeah, this is when the music is good, by the way. So yeah, it's actually really good if you can. Yeah, it's solidified. So yeah, multi-ball rocket. Okay, it only did 237 damage. Come on, paralysis, work. It did not work. All right, let's heal. We're gonna put up a shield, and that's really what we're gonna do with Paula. And let's see if we can try another one of these. Pooh, you might as well use another freeze Omega and maybe make his body solidify. I don't like that Ness isn't going first. Oh shit. Okay, that was only Rock and Beta. He can use Rock and Beta, so just be very careful. So yeah, Ness is gonna be your main healer in this fight. So that only did 120 damage, but so yeah, we have a shield. So also we have the Franklin badge on Paula. Make sure to have the Franklin badge and any kind of protection against flash attacks on Paula, and I'll go more into it later. But let's try one more paralysis on the heavily armored Pokeys. So Paula, let's use another freeze. Actually, Paula, you can use just go all in. Jeff, you can use another multi-ball rocket. I was saving all these for this point, but he should be almost down anyway. After a certain amount of attempts, a certain amount of HP is going to change phases. Heavily armored Pokeys fill this size, so yeah. Yeah, Rock and Beta. So, yeah, this is why I want to put up a shield. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that can work. So, that will actually make this fight a lot easier. So, I guess we can kind of just go all in. Pooh, you can use, we don't have enough to use the strongest star song, which means I can't show it, unfortunately. But yeah, Rock and Alpha. So thank God we have the shield. And it's gonna change phases. So I understand you guys are claiming me heroes. Well, it's like the only you guys are heroes for you to oppose Gygus. Must really see if we keep fighting without even knowing what Gygus looks like. If you were to ever see Gygus, you'd be so petrified with fear, you'd never be able to run away. That is so scary it is. So you want me to turn off the devil's machine? Or better be amazed. This is when the fight gets weird. Isn't this terrifying? I'm terrified too. Gygus cannot think rationally anymore, and he isn't even aware of what he's doing now. He has no mind was destroyed by his incredible power. We're an almighty idiot. Yep, that's what he is. And you'll be just another meal to him. So, yep. So yeah. Let's see. Let's just bash him. Actually, let's show up. No, I'm not gonna do any PSIs. We'll use one more. We'll use another freeze. We're unfortunately running out of freeze, but this is when this shit's gonna stop working. So we only have enough to do a freeze beta. So we'll do a freeze. I really suck at the Greek alphabet for whatever reason. So yes. Anyway, so oh yeah. This right here is flash beta. So make sure you have protection. We have protection against everyone except for Pooh. So make sure Ness and Paula have protection, which they both do. So we just have to kind of bash him for a bit, and yes, after another HP, yeah, this will act like a normal attack. So Ness will be your healer, and that's actually a freeze beta right there. So so Ness will be your healer. You want to keep Paula alive at all times, basically. So, oh no. All right, thank God Paula, yeah, Franklin badge has, Paula has the, well, Paula's shield disappeared. So, We don't have enough to put up another shield, unfortunately. So, though after, yeah, Pooh's body came numb. So, yeah, thank God he didn't collapse. But, we don't have enough PP for him to use another attack, though. But, all right, that's another freeze right there. So, yeah, Paul's body solidified. Ness will be the healer for the remainder of this fight. So, all right, am I actually doing something wrong? All right, that's, come on, Franklin badge. There we go. And this is when it's going to change phases. You must really proud at the end of the rope. Is this bizarre dimension? You're for the only force fighting for justice. And you understand why you'd be burned up with all the rest of the garbage in this universe. That's so sad. I can't shed a tear. You know, my heart beating incredibly fast. I must be experiencing absolute terror. You must scream for your help in here in the dark. Why not call your mommy now? Say, Mommy, Daddy, I'm so frightened. I want to put my pants. So yeah, this gives you a massive hint on what to do next. So yeah, we have to wait for the turn to run out though. So yeah, Ness will be the healer, and so what we have to do is Ness will defend, and you have to pray with Paula to make sure this advance. Otherwise, you'll just be stuck fighting him until he game over. So let's see what this is. It's another lightning beta. So unfortunately, no Franklin about it. Does not really matter, but please give us strength if it's possible, please. So yeah, this is gonna start with the cutscenes. This is how you win against Gygus. There's Saturn Valley, the Mr. Saturns. All of the Mr. Saturns felt a new starting feeling they had never experienced before, and they all started praying for the safety of Ness and his friends. And Gygus' defense became unstable. So this is what you have to do to beat Gygus. So and it's gonna change phases also. So so defend, pray, defend. We'll do nothing because he's paralyzed. So I feel good. So yeah, Paul's gonna pray, and please give us strength. Anyone can help, please help. And there's the Runaway Five. We have not seen them in a while. Suddenly, one of the Runaway Five felt something stop him, and he prays fervently for the safety of Ness and his friends. That did 51 damage. So again, defend, pray, defend, do nothing, and basically this is all Gygus' attacks. You have to keep in mind though he knows Flash Beta, so that's Lightning Beta. So well, Pooh's not really gonna play much help in this fight. It's mostly Paul that's gonna do. Ness and Paul is gonna be most of the work. So what's the next? Oh yeah, this is Tucson. All-Star Preschool. Paula's father thought somehow he heard a daughter's voice and prayed for the safety of Paula and her friends. $108 damage. So again, defend, pray, defend, do nothing. I don't really care if Pooh doesn't survive this fight as long as Ness and Paula do. So okay, that's a freeze beta. So I'm gonna have to heal next turn. Oh yeah, Pooh's done. So yeah, Pooh's unfortunately gonna die right there. Hey, there's the winner's boarding school. There's Tony. Suddenly, Tony felt anxious about Jeff, and he prayed strongly for the safety of Jeff and his friends. I did 169 damage, and Pooh got hurt and collapsed. So, we're gonna make sure Paul is healed. So, heal, pray, defend. No, 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 no. All right, there we go. That guy didn't attack us, so that could have been a lot worse. And there's a Dalam. Unfortunately, Pooh's dead, so, a young woman in Dalam woke from a dream in which Prince Pooh died. Well, she's not she's pretty accurate. So basically every time you pray it does more damage. So now it's defend, pray, defend. I don't use more freeze beta. That's lightning. Franklin, Paula. This is why you want to give Paula as much protection as possible. So, and that's, remember this place? Hey, there's the woman with the creature in the vegetable soup, and there's Frank. Suddenly, Franklin called Ness's shining young face and began praying daily for the safety of Ness's friends. I think it's one more cutscene and we change phases. So, defend, pray, defend. So I think it's one last cutscene, and then it changes phases. Which there's Ness's house. Suddenly, Ness's mother felt terribly uneasy, and she began to pray for the safety of her son and his friends. And there's one final phase after 1,600 damage dealt. Yeah, this is by far the most bizarre of all the phases. So, yeah, Ness. Yeah, so, and that's another, that's yet another freeze. So all right, life up, defend. No. Paula's not getting killed. All right, that's a lightning, so that's fine. Yeah, so this is why you want, again, this is why you want protection. So what, did I seriously not forget to pray with Paula? Yeah, I can't think of anyone else. Anyone, please help us. Paula's call was absorbed by the darkness. Someone, can you hear me? Please give us strength. All our friends' calls touch the hearts of A blank Y blank U blank B blank. Prayed for the heart kids who have never met them before. That does 3,000 damage, and this is what the name system earlier was for. So 7,200 damage. So we're only missing the S and the B. I'm not controlling anything. We've essentially won this fight also. And look who kept praying. 28,000 damage, and that's game. That was Earthbound. Ness, now I will. It's going to seem like I'm running away, but perhaps I'll just sneak away to another era to think about my next plan. It's a good bet that we will see each other again. Or I'll be seeing you, so now which one of us is the cool guy? The war against Gygus is over. And the spirits are gonna go back, and this is a beautiful cutscene. And Pooh's alive, even though he died in the fight. Gonna go to Paula. And then finally back to Ness. Our travels end together end here. I must return to Dalam and use this experience for the good of my country. Ness, Paula, Jeff, let me demonstrate the power before I go. I realize power is our child. P.S. I farewell now. I'll see you again someday. So Pooh went back to Dalam, and 3 boxes appeared. Paula, Ness, it was great to hang out with you guys. It really was. I'm glad that I had the chance to use some of the theories that I've been studying so hard. It's remarkable. If, just maybe, well, if you two get hitched someday, maybe I'll be the one that fixes your broken electronic appliances. I'm going to stay here for a while, see if I can learn more from Dr. Ananas. I mean, from my dad. So it looks like this is goodbye for now, my friends. Ness, will you escort me home? Yes. I'll miss all of you, but I have to go back to being just a regular kid also. I gotta get going, so yeah. I just want to say one thing. This ending sequence is absolutely beautiful. Like, we can go and talk to whoever we want. Like, we can talk to Jeff. It was fun hanging out together. Dr. Ananas, it was fun hanging out together. It's a miracle. A miracle is just only happened because of your great coach. Believe me, I went through a lifetime's worth of stress while you were gone. I just wish I could have come with you as a robot. I should have used the face sword. What a strong story that would have been. Scientists and 4 kids save the world. Wow. Apple kid. The kids of Gygus gaining victory was much of his plan was 90%. However, your courage produced a 1% chance that Gygus fails. I must try to come for a deeper understanding for this trait called courage. And the rat also, it was in Winners when we last met. I got here, teehee. So this is the guy that gave us access to the mines. Incredible access. I'm not quite sure for courage. Well done. If we ever have the chance to get there again, let's go on a picnic or something. Great pleasure too. So what's in these things right here? A letter from kids. That's for Paula, and there's a letter from Mom. That's for Ness, and a letter from Tony. That's for Ness. Let's actually read all of these. Let's start with the letter from Tony first. Dear Jeff, everything's been really going great here. I wish I could have gone with you on your adventure, even just part of the way, but instead I'm sitting here waiting for you in Winners. I want to see you again as soon as possible. I can't wait to see your cheerful face. I bet your glasses are dirty, so if you come back, I'll clean them for you. Like I said, I've been waiting for you. You're truly Tony. P.S. Don't show this letter to anyone. I really like the idea of like flirting around with Jeff and Tony's relationship. I always pictured this as like Tony really being fascinated with like Jeff and all that, but Jeff is not the best. It's not the most fond of Tony. It's like I picture Jeff kind of reminds Tony of like that classmate you had that's like really wants to be your friend, like you really don't, vice versa. So that's what it always reminded me of from whatever reason. Let's try the letter from the kids. Dear Paula, how you doing? I'm fine. I'm fine too. So are me also. Me okay. Me come play with us at Polestar Preschool. Oh yeah, one more thing. Bring us some presents if you have any. Sincerely, your friends at the Polestar Preschool. A letter from Mom. Dear Ness, how are you? Since you left home on your journey, things have changed around here. For me, for example, I don't have much laundry. Also, we don't really seem to eat cake as much as we used to. I heard you'd feed us some universally evil character. What was it? Googie or something like that? Well, that sounds really great. I want to hear all the details. Hurry home, okay? Tracy, King, and I are waiting for you. Love, Mama. We are not done yet because to prevent myself from having to make a third Earthbound playthrough, I thought I'd play a fun little game with the ending. We're not exactly going to talk to every single NPC, but we're going to talk to every NPC that was necessary to the plot. So let's start in Tenda Village. And let's start with the person we gave the shyness book to. The book Overcoming Shyness was very helpful to us. We kept it for a long time, but I'll return it now. Thank you very much. I actually never knew this, but you can get the shyness book back. So, I guess you can just go and return it to the, actually, let's try that. Let's try that, actually. Let's try to see if we can actually return the shyness book. See what the librarian has to say. Hi, it's not necessary to return the map now. Come back in the year 2001 to return it. It looks like we can't actually return the shyness book or the town map. So, that's a nice little interesting trivia. Oh, Frank's not actually there. So I was gonna see if I could pay him a visit. Frank's not in here either. Let's see what this woman says. Isn't it nice to talk to so many people? It looks like we can't, for whatever reason, talk to Frank. So we'll have to go with the next target. Let's see if we can try Mr. Burglar from Everett Park. Hey, Mom, you gotta expand your time to do stuff. Come on, oh, it looks like we can just buy the shit at the very end of the game. But can we actually he's not to be found either. Let's see what the hint guy has to say. Well, I want to thank you for all the times that you used the hint shop. It's been a while since I first saw you. This is my final day in business. Well, so long, kid. No, Master Ness. See you again, and fate allows it. I want to actually give one NPC a visit that I know actually for a fact we can give a visit, because once his empire in Foreside basically crumbled, he went to the cafe. I think you know who we're talking about. Yep, Mr. Montatoli. Spooky left me. His own dad just disappeared. If you see him, tell me that he should take better care of his father. Don't tell my wife I don't have them, but spending my time here. Oh, that's really, that's what he's up to. And Tony. Jeff doesn't call me. Maybe he thinks I'm too annoying. That actually proves my theory. But I don't think so. Ness, tell him not to call me. No, I know you wouldn't do that. If you see Jeff, please ask him to call Tony. Thanks. The monkey's wife. Ness, my husband has been returning from home late these days. He says he's busy. I know he's out saving the earth, but the marriage is also important. He says, Jeff just called. He's with Dr. Annas. To him, they may be able to develop a new scientific theory. You help make a beautiful life for everyone. It doesn't look like we can even see the Runaway 5 either. Like, they're long gone at this point. Like, they were here. But there's actually one thing, there's one person I want to talk to. And there's actually a couple people I want to talk to in Summers anyway. This is now a truck stop. Absolutely no minors admitted. The management, the lazy. So yeah, the Club Stoic has closed down, unfortunately. So, but I want to go to the museum. There's an interesting thing about the museum also. Right now, part of the script being remodeled. We're still under $3 per person. Study hard. So yeah, it's being remodeled. However, here's an interesting little bit of trivia. Here's an interesting bit of trivia also. If you never fought any of those two guys from earlier, you still have to fight them. And it's the only way you can get a game over in the end, and you end up with some weird glitch. Like, people have shown it, but, Exit, do you feel like you're ready to experience this? So yeah, this guy, this experience is more valuable than a small gem, haha. The other day, Rich Quid came to the Summers by helicopter. He took a picture of the hieroglyphs. I got lots of money from him. So, yeah, that was pokey. So, what does the hint guy have to say? The same thing? So yeah, he says the exact same thing as before, no matter where you find him. So yeah, so unfortunately, he doesn't say any different dialogue. So there's actually one NPC I think I want to talk to. Let's talk to the sailor guy. Is he around here? There he is. Compared to the olden days, this boat ride is like being on a luxury liner. You want another ride? I'll give you oh, we can just ride with him, but actually, we're gonna cut off on that. Fortunately, there's no one really in Scarborough that was arrested. Plus, let's go to Delam and see what Pooh's doing. Doesn't really look like we can see everyone relevant to the plot, but let's see what Pooh's been up to. So see what Pooh has been up to. I guess let's try calling to get to the next level. I guess I didn't tell this anymore. Next week will be your birthday, and that's oh, you're not even supposed to see this until like you're not even supposed to see that until like that's your message at the end of the game. So also I should show, if you try calling Escargot Express, hello, this is Escargot Express. Tracy doesn't work here anymore. Yeah, she used to work here part-time. Hello, this is Ness Tracy. I heard about you, the great work you're doing. It's an honor to talk to you, sir. I call from a delivery. I'm very sorry. My wife is out on maternity leave, so I'm taking care of my other kid. I decided to take some time off from the delivery business. Right next to the fridge. It's right next to the fridge. Put it in the microwave. That's it. Sorry about that. I'm a little busy right now, as you heard. I would like to hear some of your stories. But yeah, we can't take it from Escargot Express anymore. Let's try calling the mock pizza. Our delivery man got tired and quit. Let's try it so he does have a closed shop. Thank you for constantly using us for. We only used it once. Now let's try the Soy Club. Yo, it's the Lazy Cowboy Stock and Go. Yeah, we're a truck stop. We just opened. What's that? The Soy Club? That lame old place shut down ages ago. We totally remodeled the place. This also pretty much proves how Ness. A lot of this also proves how Ness matured throughout this adventure. So and finally let's try the yeah, that's really all we can do. So let's talk to Pooh. You're here. We have little but stay and rest for a while. But I'm impressed. You did so well for when I wasn't heard about training. So I was debating whether or not to include this particular individual in the video, but let's try to see if we can include the person that led us into the underworld village. I was debating on whether or not to include this individual, but you know, it never hurts to try. It doesn't even look like he's actually there. Even though I listened to the talk of Mr. Rockstar, I don't understand what he's talking about. That's really maybe I shouldn't have included him, but I guess that's what we really can do. And let's bring Paula home. I guess now it's time to bring Paula home. So been a long playthrough, let's just say. So I really believe the theory also what the game says, and that really does mature throughout a lot of this adventure. Like I don't know how much chronological time passes throughout this adventure because they're pretty inconsistent on it, but before we try to Paula, let's try Orange Kid. He wasn't too necessary to the plot, but well, you never invested in my genius, did you? You had no idea what I could do. You sorry lose. Yeah, so yeah, so maybe we never invested in him actually. Ness, thank you for escorting me home. There was something I wanted to tell you, but I forgot. I'm sure I remember by the time I see you again. Well, I guess this is it. Goodbye. So long. See ya. Bye. I think because I've done enough teleportation, let's walk the distance from Polestar to Ness's house. And I just want to say one thing. Like, when I first did this finale in my first playthrough, I was being an absolute shithead. Like, half the commentary got missing. I don't even know how that happened. And I still posted it anyway because I was flat out too lazy to play the whole game again. So that was like, my first playthrough of this game was pretty bad, but that was the same point where I felt it was from just a bad playthrough to like the worst playthrough I did. So it's like, I knew if like I was gonna remake any playthrough, first off, it was gonna be this one. I think this second playthrough has turned out a lot better than the first one. So you can watch the first one on my channel, but I don't particularly like that playthrough. But now we're back in the on-net trail to Tucson. So what's actually in here? There's a hamburger. We don't even need it. I probably picked that up early. I think I remember this now. I picked that thing up early. Oh, wait a minute. What do the exit mice have to say? Please take my stone a lot. Oh, he just says like, he just says the exact same thing as before. And we definitely left the exit mouse in Escargot Express. So I guess he stays in Escargot Express for all eternity because we cannot get it back at this part of the game. So I guess what we're gonna do now is go back to Ness's house. Ness's house is how you get to the crest. I want to say one other thing. This ending sequence is absolutely beautiful. You can really talk to whoever you want. And for 1995, when this game came out, it was a really innovative idea. Like most games at the time, you just beat the game and that was it. So, and there still wasn't really much of a post game. Really, definitely not back then. So, now what we're gonna do. Wow, you've become such a strong young man. I like to hear all these stories, but I don't want to annoy you as soon as you walk through the door. After all, you chat with people you might eventually finally over. Come back here. The phone man brought an album by. Looking at you. Did you finish everything you wanted to? Yes. Okay, now you can go share with friends. You did so well. And finally, these are the credits. And there's Tracy and King. Now, that was Earthbound. A phenomenal game, let's just say. If you haven't played this game, you absolutely should. And it's on Switch Online, so people have easy access to it these days. So, yeah, this credit gives us the a rundown of the cast basically, and maybe I definitely think the second playthrough turned out a lot better than the first playthrough. Like, I really hate how the first playthrough turned out. The other playthrough I hate how it turned out was the Majora's Mask playthrough. Maybe I'll remake that one someday, but I think I'm pretty satisfied with how this playthrough turned out. And as for where the future holds up for this content, I definitely have some other playthroughs in mind. But I want to get some of the save data, get some of the save data that I can properly finish some of my other playthroughs that are incomplete. So that's where my focus is gonna be now. And I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. And so yeah, I definitely. Oh, there's the Runaway 5. There's actually two versions of this credit sequence. Also, it's the same thing with like Super Mario World. That game also had like a cast rundown too. But there's the Bubble Monkey, and hey, look, there's Tony and Maxwell, Tessie, and there's Tessie Watching Club. That I love how that's their official names, Tessie Watching Club, and yeah. So let's just say as for the future of this content, I have some like other essay videos in mind. I'm actually in the production stages of one, so that'll be a while away. But these are the Mr. Saturns. Oh, they're so beautiful. But I'm very satisfied with both the game and how this particular playthrough turned out. I really wanted to go all perfectionist in this playthrough because I really do not want to do a third Earthbound playthrough. So I'm very satisfied with how this one turned out, and This time I made sure not to save during the recording, so I don't have to do everything over. So there's Venus. She was not very nice to us, but and look, there's Pooh. I think the rundown's actually almost over, but there's also a second portion of this credit. This is what also I think it's gonna be there. Look, hey, look, there's the Dungeon Man. There's the Tenda Tribesman, and there's a Mr. Saturn also, but there's the Flying Men. And there's well, I forgot how like funkadelic the second part of the credits turns out in the music. It's been a while since I beat this actually. Last time I beat this was when I did the first playthrough, but there's I love how the dad is a telephone, but and yeah, that's the last part of this batch of credits. But wanna know what the whole purpose of the cameraman was for the whole game? Wanna know? Just for this second scene of credits. That's the only purpose this guy has. He's gonna show up momentarily. He's gonna yeah, it's this guy over here. This is his only purpose, just for extra credits. And he pulls out his camera. Even though I hate the camera guy, and a lot of people do, this second set of credits is absolutely beautiful. This whole ending in general is beautiful. Like, I remember the first time I ever beat this game, I teared up at some of the parts of this ending, let's just say. Like, the whole game is phenomenal aside from even this ending. It's like definitely one of my favorite games of all time. Like, I first played it when it came out on the Wii U Virtual Console when I was like in high school. I was in high school at the time, and I absolutely fell in love with this game. And because I remember being peer pressured to play this game, but I could not afford a Super Nintendo cartridge, and I still can't. Like, they go for $400 now, so some of them $500. So yeah, if you're gonna play, like, unfortunately a re-release is what most people are going to play with Earthbound, whether it's like the Wii U or the Super Nintendo Classic. I've definitely played this game on every possible re-release. I've never played it on a Super Nintendo cartridge. I have a reproduction cartridge, but not like an authentic one. But if you can get your hands on a Super Nintendo cartridge, though, it's a great collector's item. But honestly, there's been a lot of re-releases. My only problem is that a lot of the re-releases have only increased the value of Earthbound rather than decreased it. So, because it's like when Paper Mario 1000 Year Door got remade, that the GameCube version plummeted in value. So, I guess because the original is such a rare game. Like, this is a game that bombed when it first came out. Only sold like maybe it didn't sell like a few thousand copies. I think it sold like in the 50,000 or 100,000 range on launch. So it's a pretty rare game. It's like Chrono Trigger is another one of those rare Super Nintendo games, which I've actually never played Chrono Trigger, believe it or not. Chrono Trigger would be right up my alley. I've just never played it for whatever reason. Yeah, there's the mines, which definitely my least favorite part of that whole playthrough. Really, any playthrough of Earthbound. So, it's really a trip. This whole second credit sequence is really just a trip down memory lane if you really have one. But and there's the museum. There's a lot of great. This whole game, I really sound like a broken record. Definitely play this game if you haven't. Like, even if you don't have like a Super Nintendo, you should have Switch Online. So, if you're gonna play it, like, I would say get the Wii U version, but you have to homebrew it for it now. So, And there's also, after these credits, one final cutscene, and I guess that's the end, but everything about this game is great. The soundtrack, the plot, the characters, just everything. It's like, there's some parts of the game I don't like, but I'd say they're minor nuisances in otherwise great games. So look, there's when we went to the Stonehenge Monument. So oh, and there's the Summers area. I love how these are out of sequence also, because I did not get that other picture till I went back to Winners with Pooh. So and there's the harbor that we used to cross the sea. And there's the pyramid. That's where my run initially died to also. So, and presented by Nintendo and associated with Ape Incorporated. That's Shigesato Toy and HAL Laboratories. So they actually developed this game, who also developed Kirby. So, and Satoru, this was one of the first projects Satoru Iwata was involved in. If there's any game he should be remembered for, it's obviously a lot of what came out in the 2000s, but definitely this game as well. Like, player, that would basically be whatever you put the name as when Tony calls you. So, don't think we're done just yet, because there's one more cutscene. And once we get through this screen, our door's gonna knock. Or I spoiled it. I spoiled a 30-year-old game now, so I think you should, granted a more niche 30-year-old game, but we get a knock on the door. But we go down there, and what does Tracy have to say? She says the exact same thing as the beginning of the game. I love it. So what does she say? Who can we knock? It's the same thing as before, and there's Picky. A letter arrived from my brother Pokey is addressed to Nest. There's no stamp and it's not time for the mailman to come. And I brought it over. It says, "Come and get me, loser. Spankety, spankety, spankety." I wonder where he is. Pokey's nowhere to be found. It's actually pretty dark, let's just say, because I didn't go over this also. Pokey's family separates at the ending. So yeah, that was all of Earthbound. I'll see you guys in my next video. See you guys then.